August here at Chickenhawkfarmstead, and we're back with another freeze drying video, I guess, today. This is going to be my first attempt at eggs. I'm going to do raw eggs, and we'll see how it works out. Let me show you what I got going on. Alright, in this container here I got 60 of our homegrown raised eggs, because each one, from what I've found online, says each one of these will hold about 12 eggs. So 12 times 5, I do believe is 60. And I did 12 the first time, and I put them in this. And this was with it's an Immersion blender I got that's got a whipping attachment, all that. This is one of the cups it came with, which is actually kind of handy. And right around 20 ounces was a dozen eggs. With the whipped, it was up to 24, but for the actual fluid, it was right at 20. So the plan is to pour out of here into here to 20 ounces, and then I'll use that container to fill up each individual tray. I just figured that'd be a little bit better than trying to use this big one, and I know about where I should stop for each tray. So got the machine right now. It's going through its pre-cooling process. All I did was hit start, and it started this. We'll fill up the trays, and then it'll pop up on the screen and have me a thing where I can start the process. So we'll be right back, and it looks like 10 more minutes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and load the trays now. We'll see how hard or difficult this is gonna be. So I figured the other part pouring into the container is gonna be an easy part. This is gonna be a hard part. I figure you might want to see how difficult or hard this is, especially seeing it's my first time. And I don't have any good tips. I do know this thing, the door, likes to swing back closed. I've seen some things you can get to wedge them in there. It's a thought. But I'm going to fill this up real quick to the 20 ounces. Alright, you can see we're right at 20 ounces. Start with our bottom tray first, I guess. I don't really know if it matters. Now, I don't have anything in here. I hope that's not a mistake. I didn't put a liner or nothing, but we'll see. Scared I don't want to pour it out or spill it or anything. Alright, and you can see in the video too, it's still got a little bit of a lip with that. And in the back, yeah, we look good. Looks like the machine, because this is where you find out if your machine's really level. It looks like we actually might be a little off level leaning forward. But I'll go with that. That's why I didn't want to try to pack it when they said 12. I was holding up at 12. So let me get another one. And granted, remember, this is not going to be exact, especially if you got your homegrown eggs, because as you probably know, not every egg's the same. You got big eggs, little eggs, they come out all different. If you're getting store-bought eggs, you're going to have a little bit more consistency. So nice and easy. Just for some effect. See if this works out like it's supposed to. It's got a little bit left. And it looks like that top tray is going to be a lot short. So our top tray is only going to have 8 ounces. But, like I said, that's part of it. Live and learn. That's because all eggs aren't equal, right? Alright. That's it there. Close this up. Make sure the valve's closed. And we're going to hit the start, get this thing going. as far as easiness, smoothness, everything went really good. It's got a little bit to wash up. I got these two things to wash up. I pre-crack my eggs in a bowl before I put them in the big batch, especially with homegrown eggs, in case anything's funky, stuff happens. You know, the ones you get in the store, quality's not as good. I don't care what anybody says. But they do go through the whole, what is it, irradiation process, scanning, and all this stuff to make sure that there's nothing in there. But you still get a bad one every now and then somehow. I don't know. And they're older. So, anyways, I pre-crack in a bowl, you know, 2 or 3 or whatever, then I'll dump them in my bigger container, then I blended them up. Oh, but yeah, this little thing came in handy, having a little one and knowing about. So maybe next time I'll go a little heavier, and then if I got any left over, I'll scramble up, make some scrambled eggs for the right now or tomorrow. But we'll get this going, and we'll go take it out. I don't know how long it's going to take. I've heard up to, you know, 40 hours or 48 hours, stuff like that. We'll just see. The machine kind of just goes through its thing and does it when it wants. So that's it for now. So we'll be back in just a minute through movie magic. All right, so we got the eggs. They got done about 40 hours, and they were pretty much done. I did a little test where you take a tray out, weigh it, put it back in for 2 hours, weigh it again to make sure they were all the way done. Spatula seems to work pretty good to scoop them out. We're going to put them in here and blend them up, or whatever you want to call it. Chop them up into a powder. So we'll see how that goes. Be right back. Alright, I think that's full enough. Let's chop it up and see what happens. Here we go. Pretty good to me. Powdered eggs. And we're just going to store them in our mason jars because I don't plan on keeping these around very long. I'm going to try them out. And this first run of eggs, I'm going to put in just the mason jars. And that way we can actually use them and see how we like them. If we like them, then we'll do some more runs and actually do the Mylar bags with the oxygen absorbers and everything like that for more of a long-term storage, because we get a dozen or more eggs a day and we can only eat so many. So see how these turn out. I'll get them all packaged up. We're gonna do the same for all of them. Got 5 trays here, like I said, 60 eggs. We'll see. I'm guessing 2.5 mason jars, maybe 2. I don't know. We're gonna find out here in a second. Be right back. Alright, we're back, and we have our eggs. 60 eggs, or, yeah, like I said, I could have done a few more in there because that top pan wasn't full, but this was 60 eggs of varying sizes because they're farm eggs. 2 quart jars, which is pretty cool. So now let's see how much actually powdered eggs we have. We got an empty quart jar here. Put it on. Alright, we got our quart jar here. We're going to put it on there, so that way we can zero out that, and we end up with 10.7 ounces in that jar, and this jar was 11 ounces. So there we go, between the two, 10.7 11, let's call it 22 ounces. Not too bad for 60 eggs, about 2 days. The cleanup shouldn't be too bad. Those pans look like they're going to wash off pretty easily. The food processor, that food processor thing, it worked great. I'll leave a link to that below. And yeah, we're going to try these out, like I said, over the next couple weeks and see how we like them. If we like them, we'll definitely keep doing these. And from everything I heard, they are just fine. So, like, share and subscribe. Have a new one. Have a new one. Have a good one. You never know what we're going to be doing next.